Born in Baltimore in 1906, Virginia Hall was a girl from a wealthy background whose heart was set on one singular dream: to become a diplomat. She was highly educated in the US and Europe, spoke French, German, and Italian fluently, and was equipped with a razor-sharp mind and a deep passion for the world. But her ambition met a harsh reality. In the 1930s, the U.S. diplomatic corps was strictly reserved for men. While working as a clerk at a U.S. consulate in Turkey, a devastating accident changed everything. A stray shot from her own hunting rifle struck her left leg. The resulting infection necessitated a life-altering decision: amputation of the lower leg. It was a profound shock for a young woman. The dream of diplomacy was shattered, yet Virginia's spirit remained unbroken. She accepted her new reality with rare resilience, learning to walk on a wooden prosthetic leg, which she later affectionately nicknamed Cuthbert. She vowed that this disability would not change the course of her life. Into the world of espionage. When World War II erupted in 1939, Virginia's talent and determination found a new, much more dangerous avenue. After being rejected once more for a diplomatic post, she was recruited by the British Special Operations Executive, becoming the first American woman to work as a spy for the organization. Virginia was sent to France, where she settled in Lyon under the guise of a New York Post correspondent. From there, she began to weave her espionage networks. She relied not on typical spy glamour, but on intellect and grit, recruiting sources and establishing safe houses for the French resistance. Virginia quickly became a ghost that haunted the Nazis. They didn't know her real name, but they knew her description, launching a relentless pursuit for the elusive figure they dubbed the Lame Lady, the mysterious milk vendor. After becoming compromised, Virginia returned to the U.S. and joined the Office of Strategic Services, the precursor to the CIA. She soon returned to occupied France, adopting a new and highly deceptive cover: an elderly, gray-haired milk vendor. She wore long, loose clothing to conceal Cuthbert, but she never hid the quiet smile behind which lay a keen eye and a brilliant strategic mind. She sold milk to Nazi soldiers, engaging them in seemingly innocuous conversations in German, turning these fleeting details into crucial, encrypted reports sent back to London. This intelligence enabled the Allies to coordinate parachute drops of weapons and supplies to the resistance. Her work went beyond mere intelligence gathering. She personally trained and armed 3 battalions of the French resistance for sabotage operations against German forces. The Great Pyrenees Escape. In 1942, when the Nazis finally discovered her spy network, Virginia's life was in immediate danger, forcing her to flee. The only viable path to freedom was a seemingly impossible one: crossing the snowy, treacherous Pyrenees Mountains into neutral Spain. The journey was a monumental test of human will, especially for someone relying on a wooden leg. Yet Virginia, with Cuthbert secured, trekked over 80 kilometers of frozen peaks and valleys, finally collapsing into Spanish territory. She was arrested by Spanish authorities for illegal entry without papers and spent 6 weeks in prison. But even behind bars, her resourcefulness prevailed. She managed to contact the American consul, who secured her release and passage back to the fight. Legacy and the quiet end. Virginia Hall returned to France once more in 1944 to organize resistance operations. When the war concluded with the Nazi defeat, she went back to the U.S. and joined the CIA in 1947, becoming one of the first women ever hired by the agency. The cruel irony was that the hero who outwitted the Nazis couldn't overcome internal discrimination. Despite her unmatched operational record, Virginia faced total disregard for promotions, relegated instead to desk jobs as an intelligence analyst. After years of dedicated service, she married a British intelligence officer she had met during the war. The lame lady, the quiet force who terrified the German high command, retired to a peaceful farm in Maryland, passing away on July 8, 1982. She left behind a legend that proved resilience can turn disability into a weapon, and that the most dangerous faces in the world of espionage often hide in plain sight.